Hi everyone, this is Mrs. V Chen. So welcome to my Form 2 Math lesson number 5, and today is 23rd of February 2020. Alright, so today's lesson is about exterior angles of a triangle. Alright, so before we look at this exterior angles of a triangle, let us do some revision. That is what the things you have learned in Form 1, okay? Alright, so actually you can draw all this diagram in your class workbook for part of the notes and revision as well. Alright, now here, the first one, you have A, B, C, D, E. You have these 5 angles here. Remember, the sum of this A, B, C, D, E is equal to a round angle, which is 360. Remember that? Okay, and what is the reference to this, and what is the reason? We call this angles at a point. All right, so since we use the short form PT for points, so we need a full stop here. And angles, we have many angles here. All right, so this is the first thing. All right, number 1. Okay, and number 2, here you have a straight line, and you have 2 angles, angle A and angle B, and they are next to each other. So do you remember what is the sum of A and B, which is equal to 180? Okay, now we come to reference and the reason. What do we call that? Do you remember? So which is ADJ dots. It stands for what? Adjacent means they are next to each other. Angles, there are 2 on. ST dots means straight. And then we have line here. So the whole name and the reason or the reference is called adjacent angles on straight line. All right, very good. Okay, and next you do these 2 lines. You draw these 2 lines, and then we have angle A, same as angle B. Remember that? And then we have angle C, same as angle D. So we have this. From these 2 straight lines, okay, remember the reference? We call that vertical dots, opposite angles. All right, this is it. Okay, so next, some more revision on parallel lines. All right, so in this reference here, we are given AB is parallel to CD, and then angle A and angle B are here, and they are the same because we have these 2 parallel lines. All right, okay, remember the reference, which is CORR dots stand for what? Corresponding angles, comma, because AB is parallel to CD. All right, so again, this is called corresponding angles. So this is N, A and B, they are the same because these 2 lines are parallel to each other, right? Okay. Okay, next, also you have 2 parallel lines, okay, but the position for A is here and position for B is here. All right, remember they are the same. What is the reference? We'll call that ALT dots stand for alternates. Angles S, because we have 2 angles here, comma, Y, because AB is parallel to CD. Okay, so next, we are also given 2 parallel lines, so AB parallel to CD. Okay, but now the position for A and B are here. Be careful. So what is it? A plus B is equal to 180. So what is this? This is about I and T dots stand for interior angles, comma, because AB parallel to CD. Now this is very important, okay? Okay, so after we have done revision on all the reason and references, now I want you to give me a highlight to all these references. The first one, angles at a point. Next, adjacent angles on straight line. Next, vertical opposite angles, okay? And then we have corresponding angles, AB parallel to CD, and then we have alternate angles, AB parallel to CD, and we have interior angles, AB parallel to CD. All right, this is very important. You have to memorize all the references. All right, next, I want you to draw a triangle in your class workbook and mark this angle as A, and this is B, and this is C. All right, so can you tell me what is the total of A plus B plus C, which is equal to 180, right? Okay, and what is the reference to that? Which is angle sum of triangle, and this is important as well, so you give me highlight to this. Okay, number 7 here, you draw a triangle in your class workbook, but now you extend this straight line to D. All right, are you ready? So sometimes we can name this A as what? Angle BAC plus. Okay, we can name this B as what? Angle ABC plus. How do we name this? Angle ACB, which is equal to 180. And you write down the reference here. Angle sum of triangle. All right, so and look at this angle BAC, which is same as A, plus angle ABC, which is same as B, plus C here is equal to 180. Okay, and after that, I want you to change subject to C. All right, remember how do we change subjects? So 180, and then we need to move A and B to the right hand side. So that will be minus A and minus B. All right. All right, so next we look at C and D. They are next to each other. And what is the relationship? So let's name C as what? Angle ACB plus name D, which is angle ACD, and which is equal to also 180. So which reference do we use here? We call that adjacent angles on straight line. All right, agree with me? Okay, so what is ACB, which is C plus D equals to 180. Okay, so since we already changed the subject to C as what? We can put this 180 minus A and B, substitute in here. So that would be 180 minus A minus B plus D is equal to 180. Is that right? Okay, and then now let us change subject to D. Okay, so that would be 180. I move this 180 to the right hand side. That would be minus 180, and then minus A here on the left hand side becomes A plus, and then plus B. Okay, so finally, what is D? Therefore, D 180, 180 cancel out, and that would be same as A plus B. All right, very good. And this is a new thing I'm going to prove to you. Here, this D is outside the triangle, so we call the exterior angle is same as A plus B, and the reference here is today's new thing. We call that exterior angle of triangle. Very good. So, and give a highlight to that. And this is a new thing we learned in this chapter 8. All right, so let's do some practice on exterior angle of triangle. Now here, example 1, find the unknowns. And here is y, which is the unknown that we have to find. So to find y, actually you can find this angle first. So 23 and then 48, you find this angle first. Use angle sum of triangle, and then after that, if you know this angle, you can find y by using adjacent angles on straight line. Is that right? But if we use another method, look at y here, which is outside the triangle. All right, so therefore the new reference here in this chapter is about exterior angle of triangle. Then it will be much faster to find the unknown y. All right, so are you ready? So therefore name this y as angle ACD is equal to angle CAB plus angle this one, angle ABC, right? And then you give reason. This is the new reference here in this chapter, exterior angle of triangle. All right, and angle ACD is here, so that is y equals to 23 plus 48. Therefore y is equal to 23 plus 48. and that is 71. Okay, so this is it. So therefore, this is the new reference here in this chapter, exterior angle of triangle. You okay? All right. Okay, and then next one. Find the unknown. Where's the unknown? The unknown is here. Okay, so unknown here. So this is 115, this is 115, and this is exterior angle. So how to find A? So to find A, the first thing we have to find this angle first. Okay, and let's say we give this as B, for example. All right, so what is B and 115 here? So B plus 115 here is equal to 180. Okay, which reference do we use here? Which is adjacent angles on straight line, right? Okay, so now we can find B. B is equal to 180 minus 115, and that would be 65. Okay, so B is 65, and then we know that A plus B is equal to 115. So A plus B is equal to 115. What is the reference? The reference is exterior angle of triangle, and then we can substitute A plus B. B is 65 equals to 115. Therefore, what is A? A is equal to 115 minus 65. Okay, all right, so this is it. So what is the major thing in this chapter? The major thing is exterior angle of triangle. Okay, so another example here. Now we need to find the unknown. So x is unknown, y is unknown. Okay, so if you look at the relationship here, x is the exterior angle of y plus 92, but we don't know y, so therefore we don't know x. But what about here? So x is exterior angle of this 76 and 54, so we have to find x first. So x is equal to 76 plus 54, and the reason is exterior angle of triangle. Again, the new thing in this chapter. Okay, so what is x? So 76 plus 54, and that will be 130. Okay, so that is x, and x is equal to 130 because of this new reference, exterior angle of triangle. All right, now we know this. This is 130. Okay, and what about y here? So y plus 92 is equal to x. Okay, what is the reference? Also exterior angle of triangle. Okay, and y plus 92, and just now we have find x, and x is 130. So therefore finally what is y? Y is equal to 130 minus 92. Okay, so 38, and this is it. Okay, so the new thing in this chapter is exterior angle of triangle, exterior angle of triangle. Okay, so the next example, you draw a star in your class workbook and mark this angle as A, and this is B and C and D. Here is the unknown. All right, the question is express x in terms of A, B, C, and D. All right, so to do this, I'm going to move everything into this triangle step by step. Okay, are you ready? So let's say this is y. So that, can you tell me what is the relationship between x and y here? So that would be x plus y is equal to 360. Okay, reference would be angles at a point, and then you change subject to y. So y is equal to 360 minus x. All right, so here we have y, and then next you look at this triangle with y and b. So where is the exterior angle? So here is the exterior angle. So let's say I let this be p, for example. So that will be p is equal to b plus y here. Agree? So the reference is exterior angle of triangle. Okay, now I can do substitution from here. So p is equal to b, and then you change y to 360 minus x. So for later use, I have p here. Okay, so now I have p, I have c, and then look at this. What about A and D? What is exterior angle for A and D? Which is here. Okay, I give name to this. Let's say this is Q. Okay, so what is Q? So Q would be equal to A plus D, and the reference is also exterior angle of triangle. Agree with me? Okay, so therefore I have P, I have Q. Now finally, look at P, Q, and C. This is all the interior angles within the triangle, so therefore I can link them up together, saying P plus Q plus C is equal to 180, and this is, what is the reference? Angle sum of triangle, right? Yes. Okay, now what is P? P is this. So P is B plus 360 minus X. And then what is Q? Q is here. So A plus D plus C equals to 180. You okay? So what is this? This is P here. And this is Q, right? I just do substitution. Okay, so almost there. So now we need to change the subject to X. So since X is negative on the left hand side, no good. So I'm going to change the left hand side and right hand side. So that would be 180 is equal to B plus 360 minus X plus A plus D plus C. Okay, now here I have the subject, which is minus X on the right hand side. I move that to the left hand side. Okay, and it changed from negative to positive. So now let me rearrange it in a nice order. So A plus B plus D plus C, what's left? Plus 360. And now I have this 180 on the left hand side. To move to the right hand side, it changed from positive to negative. Okay, almost done. So therefore, what is the final answer? Final answer will be A plus B plus D plus C plus, okay, what is 360 minus this, which will be 180. Okay, so this is it. This is how we express X in terms of A, B, C, and D. This is the final answer in this example. Okay. Okay, so the next example, example 2B, you can draw this diagram in your class workbook, and then we have how many angles here? So we have A, B, C, D, E. All right, and then you need to find the sum of all the marked angles. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of them. Okay, so and then again we have to move everything, and let's say we focus on this triangle. All right, so BC is here, so this will be the exterior angle for BC. So let's say this is X, for example. Okay, are you ready? So X is equal to B plus C. Of course you need the reference. What is reference? That would be exterior angle of triangle. So this is X. Okay, so let's look at this triangle A and E. So what is exterior angle for A and E? So that would be here. So let's say this is X, this is Y. Okay, so what is Y? So Y is equal to A plus E, and the reference is same, exterior angle of triangle. Oh, almost done, you see? Now we have X, Y, and D here within the triangle. Then we can join them together. That will be X plus Y plus D, which is 180. Reason is angle sum of triangle. Okay, now we don't want X, we change X to B plus C. We don't want Y, we change Y to A plus E, and then I have a D here, 180. Okay, and let me rearrange them in a nice order. So that will be A plus B plus C plus D plus E. What is the answer? 180. Okay, this is it. This is how we find the sum of all marked angles using exterior angle, exterior angle. All right. Okay, so again, you can draw this diagram. This one is quite complicated in your classwork as part of your notes. All right, so how many angles do we have here? We have A, B. Oh, where is C? Oh, sorry, C is to be here. C, this is C. So C is here. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F. So we have 6 angles, and you need to find the sum of all the marked angles. Are you ready? So what I'm going to do is, what is the exterior angle for A and B? All right, it must be here. Do you agree with me? So, and let's say this is X. So therefore, I have X equals to A plus B. Okay, reference, exterior angle of triangle. All right. Okay, so next thing, let me find what is exterior angle about C and D here. Okay, where is it? C and D. So this is a triangle C and D, so that will be Y. You okay? So therefore, Y is equal to C plus D, and the reference is also exterior angle of triangle. Okay, almost done. And finally, I need to find the exterior of angle of F and E. So this is triangle. So here, I got it. This is Z, for example. So therefore, I have Z equals to F plus E, also exterior angle of triangle. Okay, so therefore, I have this round angle consists of X, Y, and Z. Now I can do this. X plus Y plus Z is equal to 360. So what is the reference? The reference is angles at a point. Okay, so finally, almost done. We change X to this, A plus B, and then change Y to C plus D, and then change Z to F plus E equals to 360. Okay, so therefore, this is X, this is Y, this is Z. So finally, let me change it in the very nice order. A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. So 6 of them all here is equal to 360. Okay, so this is it. This is how we find the sum of all marked angles using exterior angle of triangle. Okay, now we come to the final example in exercise 8A. Okay, here is the diagram. So you have this P, Q, R, S and here, and unknown is X. Now you have to find the unknown X here. But the point is, in this diagram, you don't have any triangle. Therefore, we have to do something, that is to extend this PS, all right, and then give a name, whatever name it is. Let's say this is T. Okay, and then you have to write a sentence to describe this. So that is extend PS to T. All right, now we come to the final example in exercise 8A. All right, so here is the diagram P, Q, R, S, and the unknown is here. Now we have to find X. But the point is, can you see any triangle in this diagram? No, right? So that we have to do something. That is, we need to form our own triangle. So you need to extend PS. Let's see. Now I'm going to extend PS to QR and name it. Let's say this is point T. Okay, and then we need to write a sentence to describe that. So extend PS to meet QR at T. All right, now we have a perfect triangles. Here is triangle, here is another triangle. All right, so what do you think? How do we find X? Can you see that? So I think to find X, the first thing we need to find this angle, right? So see, 142 is the sum of these two. Okay, so let me name this as what? Okay, sometimes you can put it as Y. Okay, let's put it as Y, for example. It would be easier. So that we have Y plus 17, which is equal to 142. And the reason is exterior angle of triangle. Therefore, what is Y? My Y here is 142 minus 17, and that would be 125. Okay, so y is here, and y is the exterior angle of x and 100. So therefore, x plus 100 is equal to y. And also the reference is exterior angle of triangle. All right, so x plus 100, and what is y? Is 125. Therefore, finally, what is x? X will be equal to 125 minus 100. Okay, 25. Yes, done. Okay, so this is the final example here. So if we don't have any triangle, sometimes we have to extend the line here to form our own triangle. All right, very good. So therefore, thank you for watching my video. I will see you next time. Bye bye.